everybody, it's me, Brian from Studios, and I'm back with another video, and today is my 500 subscriber special mock. We've reached 500 subscribers in the past about 2.5 years of YouTube, and I cannot believe it. I never really thought I would get here, to be completely honest. I thought, just think about 2 years ago, I was at around 30 subscribers, and the past at least year and a half, we have soared through the numbers. So I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm also very thankful to have my special mods that are on the Premiere Mart right now, and also on my Discord server, and just the mods on my channel in general, and people that are big fans of me. I just appreciate you so much for sticking around through me, through like stupid tough times that I've been having with this YouTube channel, the low periods of life, I guess, and it's really changed me in a way, because I think a bit more critically about everything, and I don't know, I just really am grateful for what has happened. I just started making videos because I liked Lego to begin with, and I was like, why not? And now I'm part of the community, at least a decent member of the community, so or well known. Like, people, if I were to go into a live stream chat, someone would know who I am, and that's very exciting to see. So I built this huge mock about 2 months ago, and it is the Final Order Star Destroyer on Exegol. Basically, it's the the Resistance right here. There, they did a ground phase on the Final Order Star Destroyer, and the First Order is defending that. And I built that. It's about 2-ish base plates big, and it is incredibly heavy. There's so many different little details and everything. It's about 2.5 feet long, so it's extremely long, it's super heavy, and I think it's one of the best mocks I've made in a long time. Also, if you're a fan of my channel, you could join my Discord server. Once we get to 75 members, I will be appointing my next 2 mods, and then in total we will have 4 mods and 2 admins, me, myself, and Nate the Great. And our other 2 mods is the Music Man Reviewer and Zach Bricks, and also a very big shout out to Kappa Bricks. I will link his channel in the description below. He's starting his Octo Island series, which, if you wanted to see what my Octo Island looked like, well, it wouldn't look like that, but I just destroyed Octo Island. If you didn't see that video, and if you want to see some form of Octo Island, I recommend that you watch his videos. He did an amazing scare a month or so ago, and he's close to 100 subscribers, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you went over to his channel and checked it out. It'll mean a lot to both of us. So now let's go right into this mock. So this is the Exegol mock, and as you can see, this thing is absolutely massive compared to one minifigure. It's a little bit, it's like 2.5 base plates, 2.5-ish feet long and everything, and it's about a base plate wide from all the way back there to here. And let me tell you, this is probably one of the most detailed mocks I've made, mostly just because of this greebling along here, and then nothing really up here. Yet again, it is still very detailed, and I have a ton of figures, so I didn't have that many Sith Troopers. I only had the Sith Trooper Battle Pack and then the other Sith Trooper from the Kylo Ren shuttle, so I just used the regular First Order Stormtroopers and a couple of officers and everything, and yeah, so, and then I also have a little band of Resistance soldiers. I would have included a, not a Zori, Janna figure, but I didn't have one, so instead I just included Finn and BB-8, of course my custom Rise Skywalker Finn that I made for my Death Star mock, and there's a lot of different really cool techniques in this. So obviously this is raised a little bit. That's because there's there's 4 stands underneath this to hold it up, and there's also this little knob which you could turn the turret around, and I would, if I really wanted to, it would make sense that I have a turret here and turret here, because Star Destroyers have 3 turrets on the side. Well, they have 4, but I wouldn't, it would be too big. But I just didn't have that Technic piece, this one right here. I didn't have 3 of those, and they're a very expensive part, and it's really hard for me to get those. So I just decided to stick with the 1 turret, and I think it looks really good as well. I also didn't have like 8 more of these at all either, so I think it worked out just that I had the 1 turret and everything. And the base of the Death Star is mainly consisting of these slopes, a couple little plates here and there, a couple of these, and then also the ones without the 4 studs on each side, and then just a bunch of 2x2 tiles and everything. I also have a little bit of like elevation things, just different little grill plates, a couple tiles, some things like these, like generators or something, just like a little extra detail and greebling. And I think it really adds a bit more depth to the mock and everything, because I knew it did actually exist. Things like that did actually exist on the depth side of the Star Destroyer. We also have some grills here and everything. We have not a resistance officer, a first order officer that's been knocked out, and then there's one of the resistance soldiers that rushed a bit too early and he got, killed and everything. We also have a couple flame troopers up here. This one obviously trying to get he's trying to spit the flames, maybe just took out this dude, which wouldn't make sense because he would be melted. But anyways, let's take a look at this greebling. So I have a lot of different greebling pieces. This is probably the biggest amount of greebling I've ever done on a mock, and everything, because there's just so much of the like smaller pieces. I really looked at the Star Wars box art and as inspiration. I didn't copy it, of course, exactly or at all, really, as far as I'm aware. But I just wanted to have a lot of different details. I would say this is probably just a little thing I have. It's like a little generator thing. I really don't know what they are, but I just put pieces down, and I think it looks really good. It adds a lot more detail to the mock other than just putting a bunch of 2x2 light bluish gray tiles on the side and just calling it a day. I think it just adds so much more detail to the mock, and it really adds a personality to it. And then we have the red stripe. Unfortunately, I didn't have red tiles, at least this many, so I just included the studs, and I think it looks fine either way. And then we kind of have some grill tiles. I think I have one over here as well, as representing that, some paint scratched off or something, and you can still see red through it and everything, so it looks like it paint scratched off. The turret, fairly simple. It can spin 360 degrees. I had to make sure that it was far forward where it wouldn't hit the side of that, and I think I did a good job on it. There's like a little control panel right there where BB-8 could stick his little thing in there and control it himself and everything. The greebling here I think is a bit more repetitive, because I went after I used my bigger greebling pieces. I had to work with the smaller ones, so I had a lot more studs. I had a lot more of these pieces over there and everything. But I do think I did a really good job. There are 2 different types of greebling. I had I had more common pieces up here and things like that. And I just think it looks really good. The side panels are just kind of put on sideways as representing snot. I would tile this underneath it, but I couldn't find the tiles, at least then, to do it. I bet if I tried now I could. And I just have a little bit of tiles and different little greebling pieces there, because I didn't want to go overboard, at least on this right side of right there. And then there's like a little sliver of just greebling over there and everything, and I think it looks really good. I also have this snot kind of thing. It really just fits in there, and it looks really good as well, because I didn't have a bunch of those slope pieces, and I didn't think it would look as good. I think it would it would add something different to it, and I think it did a good job with that. We have the 2 jet troopers suspended in the air, one by the clear bracket piece and the other one by a giant clear stand, and everything, and it looks really cool. Once again, I don't know if I showed this before, I'm pretty sure I did. The turret can spin from a little... Now it can't spin because I just snapped it off. So if you were wondering what this little thing looked like, basically, I had a brick with a snot brick, and I would stick it up there, and then it would turn with all the other gears. It would be a bit more forward than the rest of it, but it did work. And I wish I could show you the underside, how I attach this on an angle, and it's completely legal. I could push down on it a little bit. It would kind of bend a little bit, but it wouldn't really destroy the mock, and it wouldn't fall off. I haven't had a problem with it at all. So I'm gonna try to move this mock and show you the interior. There's a small interior. So once again, very small interior. We can see we just have a bunch of a bunch of bricks over here, and it looks okay but you really don't see it from the back. I just have a lot of plates there just to cover up the stuff here. Of course, this popped off, which we'll put back on. And then in here we have a Special Forces TIE pilot, and then we have a Sith Trooper Sith Trooper guy over here, the commander, I guess, and then Admiral Pride over here, and then a couple stormtroopers following his orders. And there's a bunch of different slopes and little details. I have like lights and down in there. Obviously, they don't work or anything, but I do think it looks good. And I'll just take the figures out, I guess, so you could see the floor detailing a bit more. And I do think I think it looks really good and everything. I have a few studs to stand figures. And yeah, so we're just going the outro of the video. That is my final order Star Destroyer mock on Exegol, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a very special video also planned for tomorrow, which, if you didn't know what it is, I mentioned it in my destruction of Octo Island video. I said that I would be trying to challenge myself to make a 3 base plate mock in a week, and for the most part, as of now, I'm pretty sure I've nailed it. It looks absolutely amazing. It's not Star Wars or anything, and I tried to do something else other than Star Wars because I feel like I just do way too much Star Wars. And I watched one of the movies the other night, and I just absolutely loved it. I forgot how much I loved it, and I want to make more mocks from that theme because I have a bunch of the older sets and everything. But yeah, so this mock, I also got this turret working, by the way, so that was nice. So once again, a huge shout out to all the mods on my YouTube channel, probably in this premiere right now, having fun, making sure everyone's having a good time, and also on my Discord server as well. I have my best friend, the Music Man reviewer Tyler. He's about to reach 100 subscribers, as well as Kappa Bricks, which both of their channels will be in the description below. Links to them, and they both have amazing content. So yeah, right before the video ends, I'm going to have like a little cinematic, a couple pictures just slide by with music and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.
All remaining systems will bow to the First Order!